So there's been a big question regarding the case involving gospel music artist Mercy Chinwo and a former record label boss Eezee. And that is the confusion about the date that was changed on the contract. Mercy Chinwo has come out to say that the contract she signed, the original contract she signed, which she wasn't given a copy, was not the same contract that she was given later on when she asked for a copy. She said the date, a new contract was drafted and the date was changed. A lot of people that has been following the case has been asking, like, that's one major clause that has been in this case, and people have been asking, this question has been coming up, especially to Eezee, asking what happened to that date, why was the date changed. Now there is an explanation that has been made available concerning the date that was changed from 2019 to 2017. The explanation to it is that Mercy and Eezee didn't draft or sign any contract when they started working together in 2017, because, like it was said by both parties, they started working together in 2017. So as their working relationship flourished and Mercy started to become popular, her music started to trend, her brand was now growing, that was when they decided that they need to draft and sign a contract. So it was in 2019 that they now drafted a contract for both parties to sign. The lawyers who drafted the contract wrote the current date, which was 2019. Now, because that will not be favorable to Mercy Chinwo, she has been working with the brand since 2017. Now, if they are now signing a contract in 2019, it means her work with the brand started in 2019 and she'll still have 5 years to go. So to resolve that, they decided to use a pen to change the date to 2017. And then the alteration was signed by both Mercy Chinwo and Eezee. Now that is the contract on your screen. You can see two signatures on the contract. It was signed by Mercy Chinwo and Eezee to state that they both understand the alteration. So, except this explanation is going to be countered by Mercy Chinwo again. Maybe Mercy Chinwo is going to come out again now and say, no, that is not what actually happened. We don't know. But for now, this is the available information or the available explanation to this date that was changed on the contract. When Mercy published this video on your screen, I came on this channel and sincerely I said that I think Mercy shouldn't have shared this video online. And then some of Mercy Chinwo fans or some people who just didn't agree with me, they were attacking me in the comment section, saying that why do I have an opinion on how she chooses to react and all of that. Like, people had all sort of things to say to me on why I would say Mercy shouldn't have shared this video. Guys, I stated out in that video that Mercy Chinwo's legal report that was published already contained most of the important information that she needed to bring to the public. Now, one thing you guys need to know about publishing videos online: when you publish a video online, especially videos like this, videos where you're talking about a trending topic, about a controversial topic, and then you come online, you're crying, you're doing all that stuff, there are so many things that can happen to that video. You might think it is only what you are saying that people will listen to, but no. Even if you post just a 10-second clip of yourself online, that video can actually do more than what you expect it to do, because your body language will be interpreted, your facial expression will be interpreted, a lot of things, even the people speaking in the background as well will also matter. Like, a lot of things can be brought out from that video. So I came here and I said Mercy Chinwo shouldn't have published that video. She already published a legal report that was written by her lawyers, and to me that was enough. But anyways, she has published it already, and she even tagged it part 1, because yes, from the caption on her page, When she published the video, she wrote part 1, and since then I've been expecting a part 2, but she hasn't published a part 2, and I hope she doesn't. But anyways, the video has called in the attention of popular social media activist Very Dark Man. And he is clearly stating that Mercy Chinwo is the guilty one and she is lying. Very Dark Man has piqued serious interest in the case, contacting parties involved and coming out with several analyses and receipts to prove that Mercy Chinwo was lying and being manipulative in the video. I'm sure most of you would have seen the video from Very Dark Man already, so I'm not going to go into that details. But another very important video I would like to draw our attention to is this video made by two Nigerian investment coach by name Coach Nancy Nnamdi and Coach Stephen Akintayo. The first video you'll be seeing shows Eezee honoring an invite by the coaches to have a peaceful resolution between him and Mercy Chinwo. From what I understand, the coaches reached out to both Mercy Chinwo and Eezee, offering their expertise as investment coach to help them resolve their financial conflicts. And from this video, we can see that Eezee honored their invitation and was willing to give his cooperation. So let's listen to the video.
Everyone, all of us, we've seen this saga all over the social media of Mercy and the record label Eezee Conceptz Global. So when I saw the post of Dr. Akitayo, I felt the need to reach out to him because I've actually spoken to one of his events before, and I felt what he wrote made sense, that we actually need business-minded people to come into, Christians that are business-minded people to come into mediating this particular crisis so that we can resolve it. We don't need this fight. We can put a stop to this. Rather than fighting, we can actually do more, because the generation coming behind, they're actually seeing what we are doing. And for me, as Christians, one of the core values is love. So no matter what happens, we can fight, but we should be able to resolve it and still go back to where we are. So I'm so grateful that today I actually decided to reach out to him, to Dr. Eezee, to compel him to be here so that we can have a conversation with Dr. Akitayo to see how this thing can be resolved. The world is laughing at us, and I don't think we have to be in that place where other people are speaking about us, where we can actually resolve it as Christians.
Okay, I had to be here, as mandated to be here, because I should honor this invite from Doctor, and then also someone that I respect a lot had said to me, Coach Nancy, I said, Eezee, you have to honor Doctor and at least listen to him, so that we can find ways to have this resolved. And what is expected of me, the least expected, is to honor this invitation, and again to prove that I've previously explored several options of mediation and resolution, and I would not stop, giving that opportunity for us to explore all possible forms of resolution, ensuring that this matter is, resolved within the premise or the platform of unbiased professionals who would look into the truth, opening all books. At the end of the day, all parties are fantastically okay. Sacrifices made where they're supposed to be made. If we would settle after the war, why don't we just settle at the end of the day, rather than take ourselves out there? So I'm here to honor the doctor's invite and to see how this goes from here. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for the honor. I'm grateful.
Thank you, sir.
For me, is that I believe when I saw both parties' position, I believe there's a win-win possibility here, and I even see that this could be a lesson for other, record label, other, gospel ministers to learn from what has happened, and we prevent this in the future. I'm hoping that Mercy will also be willing to come have a meeting, just her and probably somebody she trusts. I would personally prefer that she comes with her husband and also hear her own side of the story. For me, after that, the next phase will be to get lawyers who understand copyright, as well as auditors, to also now fix a separate meeting with each of you. Hear your side, hear your concerns, hear your demands. And after hearing both parties, and now they will come up with a mutually beneficial resolution, and then host both parties again and propose it. If both parties agree, you can then come up with a document that everybody will sign and agree to. And I would love to, I'm willing to, facilitate the entire process. However, one of the things I've said to Dr. Eezee is, number one, I need him not to reply any conversation about this for the next 30 days, so that we can have a good environment to mediate. The second thing I ask is that he should be willing for us to go back to the 2017 agreement, because when I read what Minister Chinwo put out, she kept emphasizing the first agreement. So let's be willing to go back to the foundation and look at that agreement and figure out a win-win situation. Again, I'm not interested in being taking side here. I probably even I've met Mr. Chinwo. She ministered at my birthday, I think 2 years ago or something. I'm meeting for the first time, and I'm happy that way that we're meeting today. It doesn't matter how we meet. None of us is perfect. We make mistakes. But what is unique about our faith is the place of mercy, the place of forgiveness, the place of love and reconciliation, where if we are really Christians, we learn to forgive and take the path of peace once they are provided. So I look forward to seeing Minister Chinwo and hopefully her husband as well for a private sit down like we've just done. And I believe there's a pathway. There's a pathway by the grace of God.
I saw that video, I have been interested in seeing an update from the page, so I've been checking up on the page to see if they will be sharing any updates regarding the progress of the resolution. Few days after that video was shared, Coach Nancy posted an update, or should I say like a reaction to the case. It's not really like an update, but more like a reaction to the case. So let's listen to the video that was posted by Coach Nancy.
Many of you want loyalty from your business partner, from your staff, from anyone around you. But when you see disloyalty, you will be supporting it. When you see disloyalty, you will be supporting it. And this is very unfair. I want to give a quick narrative to business owners. I think they will understand it. Imagine you have a big supermarket or a big store and you sell products. And in your store where you sell products, a particular client walked in and the client wants to buy product. After buying everything in your store, the person decided to pay into the account of the staff, and the staff decided to give the customer a personal account to receive your money. And that went on and on and on. I understand this thing because I'm a business structure and finance coach. I actually help people to ensure theft don't occur in their business. Eezee Conceptz reached out to me and he said, oh, I came highly recommended, that he wants me to come and look at his business structure and his finances. That he has issues with two of these artists, Mercy Chinwo and Judy K. And I'm going to start from Judy K's part. Okay, we have given Judy K all the documents needed for audit. We're expecting a report. But before they also send an annexure requesting for some things that we don't have, like bank account in this bank. And I said I don't have bank account in those banks, but we are still expecting their reports. So we were expecting reports. It's okay, let's work on their account. Let me see what they have done. Let's see if we're waiting for reports. Reports never came. The only time we can see reports was posted on blog. Is it ghost that gave it to the blog? Is it spirits that gave it to the blog? Now, because they will claim they are not going to blogs, but somebody gave a blog the audit report and they posted it online. And in this audit report, there were a lot of misclassification. There were some things they just needed to bring to the organization for them to clarify to them. They never did. And for that is even, I don't even know what to say. You have the report with you. You have your complaints. Having reconciliation in finances is a normal thing. That's why the word is there, reconciliation. You can feel, even I've had reconciliation before with my banks. I've had reconciliation with my bank and I'm saying, oh, I'm writing this bank because I feel 5 million naira difference was debited for my money. They will respond to me and say, no, it was XYZ. Now, you observe some variances based on your audit, maybe based on your financial report that you got. Now, those variances, you never brought it back to them to clarify you. And you went online and pasted it. Number one, you expose the privacy of their clients that paid, as you are assuming the money of their clients is actually your own. I don't understand. Then there is a particular fund that comes in, they don't have data. They send emails severally. When I joined them 6 months ago to start working with them on these finances, I will always say, send email. They have sent emails severally. There are evidence to it. They have not sent data. And that money is not for only Judike. It's for everybody. Should we give the money to you? I don't understand. You would have brought it to them and they will actually clarify it to you. You never did. Then there is a client's name that our money was paid for production services not related to Judike streaming. She put the money there and she exposed the lady's name all over social media. Those are breach of privacy. And this particular organization that carried out the audit and Judike actually signed non-disclosure agreement, but you went ahead to publish the report online without sending it to Eezee Conceptz as an organization to actually respond to it. This is actually wicked. This is evil. If we call ourselves Christians, this thing we don't have to do it. As I keep asking, what exactly is the problem? You said it's owing you. If somebody is owing you, bring your report. Then they check it and reconcile and say, and there is even there is a place for, after reconciliation, if there is anything that is due to you, they pay you. For them to open up and give you all their bank statement, give you all the data, I'm telling you, it's good enough that they are transparent. And I, as a person, I've seen their book. When they get the 100% into their bank account, they split it with the data that is being given to them by the DSPs. They look at, okay, GUC amount is this. Chinwo, the data guys run the data, checks it and say, oh, GUC is this amount, Messi is this amount, this XYZ is this, and they allot it based on the percentage that is being given to them. I don't understand why we are doing this. And we call ourselves Christians. Now, Judike has said, oh, I want to be away from this. You are not yet away from this. So I don't hate you. I love you. I love your songs a lot. But you are not yet away from this. One of the cases that happened recently was Afe Babalola's case. And when Afe Babalola and Pharaoh Timi said, we are withdrawing the case, we actually realized that they withdrew it out of the courts. You have petition against Eezee Conceptz with EFCC. Have you withdrew it? So you are standing in as witness for Messi in this court case. Have you withdrew yourself? So don't come and do, I have withdrew, I am setting aside, I don't want issue, I've prayed, yet you have not done it officially. That is deception. If you know you are actually stepping out of this case, then you should do it the right way. That is for Judike. Let me move to Messi's own. Once again, I want to let you know that my name is Nancy Nadi, aka the Money Boss. I'm a business structure and finance coach. I've been in business for 20 years. I've seen a lot. Some of these things happening are things we've experienced. There are things we have experienced before. So they are not new. So when it comes to Mercy Chinwo's case, tenor was about to end with Eezee contract. They did a forensic audit. These are the copies. They did forensic audit. Look at it. So that somebody is saying they did forensic audit. You are accusing someone of diversion, whereas you are the one that diverted fund. So towards the end of Mercy Chinwo contract with Eezee Conceptz, she started diverting fund into her personal account. And the management, they called you to say, we saw your post here, or we saw you doing this, and you are not remitting money. You didn't remit the money to them. You were giving different excuses, and they are not blind. They can see that you're actually going on consult. And sometimes they get information. Some of them, you don't want it to be public. They get information because it's an ecosystem where they are also in it. I'm not saying anything I don't know. I'm saying facts. They now sent her an email saying, we will stop remitting your royalty until you bring your account for reconciliation. Now, you did not say anything. Even before they sent an email, they have had oral conversation, oral communication, but they now later sent an email so that they can document the conversation. Now, you didn't send an email back. You didn't come back for the reconciliation. You allow your money to pile. Now, you are complaining that your money piled for 2 years. Whose fault is that? If you have gotten email and you did not respond, you are saying, I don't need my money yet. Because the demand of the label was that bring your account for reconciliation, because people were paying you for event, which is supposed to be 50-50 of that, and also the streams. Now, you were receiving record label deal event into your personal account. That is wrong. I will not be saying what I'm not saying. I love Jesus so much that I will not be saying what I did not see. Now, that aside, you did not respond, you didn't say anything, you didn't come back to them, you left it until your money started accumulating. They've done the needful. They've communicated to you that will stop your streaming except reconcile. And if you wanted your money, you would have brought your books and you would have reconciled. But you did not bring your book. So what do you expect them to do? They should continue to send you money. It's not done anywhere. So they kept mute. They didn't send you money. You didn't reach out to them. Then last year, early first quarter in last year, then you reported to EFCC. EFCC detained the person that invested in you. What wrong has he done for investing in you? That's my own question to you. What wrong has he done? You detain him for 9 days, and you see it as it is not a challenge, and the people supporting you are seeing it that there's no problem with that. What on earth would he has done to you that warrants him being detained for 9 days? That set aside, during the period he was detained, he actually was compelled that he must transfer a sum of amount to you. On their record, they have their records, and their record was saying, okay, yes, this amount is due to Mercy. Till date, we have the record. I have the record on this my laptop. I have it. What is due to you? What is due to Judike? What is due to any artist under the label? But the only thing they are saying is that we have the record of what is due to you, but we need to do a counterbalance. We need to know what you are owing us. And the EFCC said no. He tried to resist. According to him, that's why he stayed there for 9 days. When he realized that the stress was too much, he decided, okay, let me transfer to them, which he did. Oh, they now had all these ones that they said he was crying, begging. I don't know how we call ourselves Christians, and the lies will be too much. I can't just comprehend the lie. The lie is too much. Now, as somebody that is close to someone before, Mercy burst into tears. That's what Eezee told me. When Mercy was crying, they reconciled. Now they changed it to Eezee cried and begged. Are you lying up and down? Don't allow lawyers to be telling you to be lying. If it's your lawyer that's telling you to lie, you are the liar too, because you should not do what your lawyer is telling you. If the thing is right, if the thing is not right. I know you are making money, I know it's business, but we are Christians. I'm not doing kingdom business. I do my business. I have organizations that do different things. I do not call it business. I'm serving the world, but I'm a Christian, and I will treat myself in that light, and I will do things in that direction. We need to understand this thing. That's one aside. Now, you sued him to EFCC. EFCC started harassing him, sending him messages, telling him to come, and the agreement that was drafted, according to Eezee Conceptz, and I saw that agreement anyway, was that he should transfer catalog to Mercy, and he said he will never. Catalog is his own. That was what obstructs that particular reconciliation. Now we move a step ahead. Before we know, he realized they were not coming, and we looked at the contract that, okay, what way can this thing be resolved? Since he said he has gone to some pastors. In fact, he didn't list all the pastors he went to. But one thing that we realized, immediately the pastors, maybe they reach out to Mercy, we don't know what he would tell them, that they would just not want to intervene. Me, I don't know the thing, and that's what I heard, and they would not just want to intervene again, and the matter remained like that. So, we looked at the agreement, and what we have there is ADR, that mediation by the government and the mediation, and then he applied for mediation. What is bad in applying for mediation since you don't want to resolve the matter? He applied for mediation. They never came. They never came. Their lawyer even said it with the mediation that if they should know that whatever the mediation agrees is not binding on them. So what do you want? He has not even gone to proper court. He went to mediation. And any lawyer listening to me understand what mediation is. Mediation is the resolution, dispute resolution clause on your agreement. Dispute resolution clause on your agreement. You say you are not coming for agreement. Okay, let's go and meet a neutral person to come and check the both of us. They refuse to come. The two of them refuse to come blatantly. And you are saying, I want... No. If we call ourselves Christians, then we must walk in the way of Christ. And I want to also say this out there. Some of us are Christians, but we see somebody diverting fund. None of you has asked her, Mercy, did you divert fund? Did you divert fund? Have you asked her? Mercy, open up your book for audit. Have you asked her? Open up your book for audit. So that Eezee has come out several times on all the statements saying, I am ready to open my books. I have never seen it anywhere when Mercy said, I am ready to open my books. So these are red flags. What does this insinuate? If you say your problem is money, diversion, open your books. He opens his book. You do counterbalance. Whoever is owing each other will pay. In finance or in accounting, there is a word called reconciliation. There is a reason why the word reconciliation is there. There is a reason why it's there. And also, from the Eezee Conceptz staff, over the years, they've been sending them their receipt every month. They never saw the need to do maybe audit, and they want to do it now. They've given you data. Now that you have done audit, why didn't you bring the report to them to say, oh, these are my issues? If you call yourself, oh, I've prayed to God and I really love God so much. When you love that God, then you should treat your neighbor right. And this is very painful because this person invested his money in this particular business project. It's a business project as far as I'm concerned. Because me, I'm a business person. It's a business project. But the fact that we are doing business does not mean we are no longer Christians. And some of us complaining, they are making money. They should make money as Christians. There's nothing wrong with it. But now, your integrity should be at play.
So the major clause that is still existing in this case is Mercy Chinwo's refusal to submit her accounts for audits. For some days now, both parties have been quiet about the case. I'm hoping that they are taking out time to, peacefully resolve the conflict privately, which is the right thing for them to do. But we also have to understand that this case has become a public interest. They brought the case to the public. It was published in the blogs. We've carried it. The video bloggers or vloggers has carried it. Is on all the social media platforms. A lot of people are already interested in the case. So even if they are trying to resolve it privately, they still owe us an update. Yes, I am saying it to my full chest. They owe us an update as to the final conclusion. Have they been able to resolve it? Has the party that is owing the other party paid? Just major information just to bring the whole case to a closure. And let the court of public opinion let the court of public opinion know that the case has been resolved. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section, about the whole saga. I am a fan of both parties. I've said it in my previous videos. I love Mercy Chinwo so much. I'm a big fan of all her music. I love Eezee as well, Eezee Conceptz record label. I got to know Eezee Conceptz from Mercy Chinwo, and since then I've loved his brand. I follow most of his artists. I love his artists. I love their songs. So this is not about me taking sides. This is me just making a report of the available information and just stating my opinion. I think they should resolve it privately. There is no need to come out with videos anymore. They should resolve it and then let us know the major updates. So thank you guys for tuning into the video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.